And with that, let's bring in former White House Chief Information Officer Theresa Payton. Theresa, good morning to you. So on this meeting that the president had yesterday, called in all the cabinet members and Elon Musk, a lot of the headlines this morning are saying things like Donald Trump is reining in and taking power away, limiting Elon Musk's authority. And some people might read those headlines and think, uh-oh, there's trouble in paradise. Something must be going on here. Do you view it that way, or do you just view this as Donald Trump clarifying the chain of command?
It's definitely Donald Trump defining the chain of command, but also this is not uncommon to see when you have major transformation underway, major changes, jobs are impacted, you're looking at budgets. We see this in corporate America all the time. Sometimes there's the perception that you don't have the executive team getting along. I don't see any sunlight between President Donald Trump and Elon Musk on what they're trying to accomplish, what they're trying to get done. So a lot of this might just be around decision. And there's something that the White House will do, a lot of federal departments and agencies will do, that's called delegated authorities and responsibilities. So some of this might have just been purely clarification.
Is this really even that big of a change, Theresa, or is it simply adding a layer of efficiency to, wait for it, the Department of Government Efficiency?
I think you're spot on right there. Again, it's one of those things, when you go through major transformation efforts, you're making changes to organizational structures, who the leadership team is, moving things around, changing people's titles. Naturally, there's going to be questions. What decisions can I make? What decisions should I not make? How does the authority and approval process work? This just sounds like clarification to me.
Okay, so Theresa, very concerning story that we want to ask you about as well, involving national security. An active duty U.S. Army sergeant has been charged with repeatedly selling sensitive military and national defense secrets to co-conspirators working on behalf of China. His name is Zhang Zhao, and federal prosecutors are saying that he was attempting to sell an encrypted military computer and 20 classified hard drives. And separately, 2 other arrests were made involving an active duty soldier and a former soldier being accused of trying to share sensitive information. Attorney General Pam Bondi released this statement saying the defendants arrested today are accused of betraying our country, actively working to weaken America's defense capabilities, and empowering our adversaries in China. They will face swift, severe, and comprehensive justice. And just one other thing I want to mention is that China's embassy just posted on X, if war is what the U.S. wants, be it a tariff war, a trade war, or another type of war, we are ready to fight till the end.
Yeah, this is very concerning, and I'm very saddened to hear this about our U.S. soldiers because so many of them are patriotic. You know, they put themselves in harm's way, leave their families every day to put themselves in harm's way. So this is unfortunate. We'll have to see more as the investigation continues. But what I do know is that the selling of trade secrets and conspiring with other actors that shouldn't have this information, this happened prior to the Trump administration. So this happens in every administration. Unfortunately, people get turned. But what I do know is that all federal employees and U.S. military who have access to clearance, have a clearance and have access to classified information, they go through regular training. They know what being targeted by someone looks like, and they know the process and protocols for reporting the fact that they've been targeted. And so what I would remind everyone in the U.S. military, as well as in the federal government, if you are being targeted, understand they are scamming you. They are targeting you on LinkedIn, on other social media platforms. And just remember your training, remember your protocols. And I believe that most of Americans in these tough situations, they'll do the right thing and they'll turn it in. It's just unfortunate to hear this about these soldiers.
It's happened, like you said, in every single administration since we started our country. But you do have to worry that these foreign adversaries, once they learn about the layoffs in the federal government, specifically with regard to the Pentagon, that they're trying to target these individuals because these people need to put food on the table. And it becomes that question, your honor to your country or paying your bills. And you mentioned that there are procedures and policies in place for this very moment. We'll be watching. Theresa Payton, thank you.
Thank you, Theresa.